Hello. Since I haven't done any chemical engineer and chemistry, it seems like I understand what does slope means. So slope will be the manufacturing minus the construction worker, because when it comes down to construction worker, they're looking for clamps. We have a lot of clamps in the manufacturing world, but when it comes down to it, and it's based on blueprints. When it comes down to blueprints, there are many ways to understand what does blueprints. So apostrophe minus quotation. Actually, it's quotation minus apostrophe. When it comes down to landscaping would be 3 feet equals 1 yard. When it comes down to it, it's more like 3 apostrophe equals to x squared plus y squared plus b squared divided by a. I think that's it. But when it comes down to c, it will be constant, so it will be the equilibrium um equilibrium minus the slope. When it comes down to the slope, this might be a problem with chemical engineer, mechanical, and electrical. When it comes down to it, there is no slope, so it's based on mechanical engineering. As for the equilibrium and the equation, it will be called urban planning. The slope will be the constant of getting to know square root of 4. Square root of 4 would be the slope, and the constant would be the c. C is constant, and the b would be the slope. So that's only square root of 4. But when it comes down to triangle, it will be base time height, 1/2 base times height. There is 1/2 base times height with a cube on it, but you have to understand derivative, and you have to understand triple derivative. So when it comes down to triple derivative, that would be hexagon minus octagon, and pentagon would be land development. Um, in the topography world, topography, it would be Latin. That would be another way to understand geography or geometry. Surveying would be a great way to understand surveying, because surveying relies on a pole, not the actual pole, but the actual camera inside the pole. I think that would be photography, or it will be photography that relates to landscaping. So a pole would be the gradient goes to the intersection, or the intersection go to the gradient. It depends on the mer- the numerical and the variable. When it comes down to it, like for example, the c would be the constant, and the slope would be b. So the square root of 16 is 4, which is pretty easy. And the square root of 4 equals to 2. So that would be the base minus the constant. The constant would be 4 minus 2 equals to 2. The I would be the imaginary. That would be electrical engineering, and that would be based on construction management. When it comes down to Shauna's career, that would be the geotechnical way to understand hydrology minus construction management. As for the construction management, this might be need into two pile of wood design. When it comes down to 3 pile of wood design, you have to understand the wood the word design. Sometimes the word design are based on my friend Magali. She understand more on the word design, but I don't understand the pile. So that's why I called urban planning minus the land development. When it comes down to land development and urban planning, there are like multiple of reference of my teachers who understand hydrology and hydraulics, and I got nominated of one of the hydrology and hydraulics. That would be another way to understand Bermuda Triangle. My friend Shauna is the one who understands more blueprints, so this might be a problem of understanding English. I don't understand English. I've been here for 22 years. I don't speak English at all. So when it comes down to and Lizzo and Billie Eilish, they're both on the Compton size minus southern states. So you have to understand what this Compton means when it comes down to theta, theta or beta. I'm not sure about theta and beta, but when it comes down to Compton, you usually stand up for yourself or understanding what a Krispy Kreme donut. That's how Southern States is. Don't get angry at me when it comes to Southern States, because there's a lot of people from clarinet who understand Southern States. But if you want to go into clarinet, you have to understand the flute. And when it comes down to Dua Lipa, she doesn't understand what's a flute and a clarinet. She just na- naive. I don't understand what's naive. So that's how Ryan Gosling took over the Kan, because when it comes down to Kan, you forgot there is northern Vietnam. So when it comes down to southern states, that would be another way to understand nhạc của Lam Phương và nhạc của anh Bằng. Tại vì anh Bằng với Lam Phương này là bắt đầu làm ở trong Thailand, và có người Miên. Miên là có người Lào. Lào là có người Bắc Bắc Độ, nó biết tiếng Arab, Armenian and Persian. And Dua Lipa chưa biết Arab, Armenian, Persian. Tại vì China là ở trong nước ngoại quốc với quốc tế. Tại vì ở ngoại quốc với quốc tế nó biết English là nước Anh. Này là đầu tiên nước Anh chưa biết nước Mỹ. So Mỹ Tho với Mỹ Lai mình chưa biết được. Tại vì Phạm Huy nó sợ như Ái Vân mình chưa biết được. Tại vì em là gặp như Ái Vân là làm Polynesian designer. Polynesian design là của Dua Lipa, của Cam Thi. Cam Thi là người Pháp, but nó ở trong Indonesia. Là Dua Lipa nó chưa biết nước Anh với nước Mỹ. That's why Khánh Lê là của Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer là của nước ngoại quốc với quốc tế. Tại vì nó ở Wisconsin, Milwaukee, ở đó là cái capital của Wisconsin. But Dio Dua Lipa với Jeffrey Dahmer ở đó là mình have to pick Ryan Gosling. So tại vì Jeffrey Dahmer, một chút xíu cho Jeffrey Dahmer ha. Tại vì Jeffrey Dahmer là cái làm biology á, either you're antisocial or you're antisocial or you're well reserved. Ở trong ở châu với châu Áo á, well reserved. If you're independent, ở đó là đúng rồi, mình là châu Á với Âu Châu là independent, but well reserved